Hello my friends, this is Jose from LuoVita. Today I'm going to talk about something very important. How to live in the moment. Because the idea of living in the moment is one that gets, posted around and thrown around everywhere, motivational stuff, but it's actually very important. It's a very important concept to understand, because learning to live in the moment will improve our relationships, our productivity, and our overall wellness, So it's a great way to remind ourselves to appreciate the things we have and not take everything for granted. Because, putting this in practice is sometimes more difficult than we think, I know. But many of us are overwhelmed with thoughts about the past and worries about the future, making it hard to fully enjoy each moment. And it's very important. But the good news is, there are simple strategies we can use to help us stay in the present more often. So when, for example, you're consistently thinking about what happened in the past or worrying about what might happen in the future, you can't really enjoy the present, right? But there are always ways to live in the moment. And for example, one is practicing mindfulness. Another is to notice, for example, the little things on our daily routines, like a beautiful sunrise, or a friendly smile from a stranger. So there is no universal way to live in the moment, because it's a process that will require some trial and error, right? But if you continue to apply these tips, you should able to live in the moment more frequently, and this will help you have these positive effects on our mental and physical health. So let's see several techniques to live in the moment. The first one is to be grateful and stop thinking about the past and worrying about the future. So instead, if we are grateful for all these little things in our life that we have right now, if for example we are finding it difficult to focus on the present, for example, we can try to put ourselves in nature, and where we can observe the beauty of nature or listen to the sounds of this world. So we can also write down some of the things we are grateful for in our journal and take this gratitude break where we think about everything that's really good for us, right? So we should also learn to accept things that are out of our control. And why? I know there are many things that arise, that situations in life that we can't control, such as traffic delays or illness or everything that we can't control, right? So when you find yourself thinking about the things, be aware the only thing you can control is how you respond to it. So you may choose to resist this stuff, these circumstances, or you might be able to be grateful for them and accept them. They already happened. So another way to be grateful for the present is to spend time with people who make you happy and joyful. Spending time with loved one can increase your positivity, happiness levels, and this will help you to live in the moment, more often at least. So you can also try deep breathing. I sometimes forget it, and this helps you to be more focused and relaxed and be grateful, be in the moment, right? In present. So another thing that it's very important is to focus on one thing at a time. So forget multitasking and all this stuff. Just focus on one thing. So not all of our thoughts are, it's reality. It's our reality. We can start by observing our thoughts, for example, and seeing that they are just creations of our brain, right? And it's not really reality. So when we recognize that our thoughts, it's not affect our reality, it loses a power of us and becomes easier to control. So then we can focus on the one thing that is happening in the present and try to do it as well as we can. So, for example, taking time to meditate and doing activities that brings you this joy will help you also doing this. It's important to schedule these activities, in a calendar or in a list, or make them a priority, to block out everything else and dedicate time to do just this without distraction. So another way to get better at staying in the present is to set reminders for yourself. For example, writing live in the moment on a note somewhere so you see it and don't forget, attaching it somewhere, creating a meditation alarm on your phone, for example. Even you can wear a bracelet where it's written, live in the moment. This is a powerful way to make you remember and stay focused. Another helpful strategy is to focus on, as I said, one thing, but I know it's not easy, but it gets easier with time. So it's helpful to have these few tasks on goals to accomplish each day. That you just do this one thing. This will help you to get a sense of accomplishment, really, and enjoy everything more. So one thing also you can do, for example, to stay in the present is to do something nice for someone. Because this will only make you feel happy. And it will improve the lives of someone around you. And the next time you see a person walking on the rain, for example, you can offer them your umbrella or go with them or carry groceries for someone, for a neighbor. So you should also redirect your mind when it wanders. And trying to focus on the present is not easy, especially when our mind starts to wander, right? But the more we practice this, the easier it will become. For example, instead of fighting our thoughts, notice when they're gone off course, and then they're gone, and then bring them back. Whatever is you're doing, just focus on this thing, and and it's okay to think about the future from time to time, but don't let it dominate your thoughts and forget the past. Okay? I mean, even if it hurts us, okay, we learned, but we have the choice. Our life starts now, in this present moment. Okay? It's also important to be realistic about this. That living in the what this means to live in the moment for you. For example, you be able to stay focused in the moment for longer periods of time. And this goal is to spend much time as possible, even if it's only 10 minutes a day, or in a couple of hours, that you really meditate, focus on the moment. So practice mindfulness. This mindfulness, that setting cues in your home, for example, and performing random acts of kindness. And this is the way to start living in the moment. But if you're still struggling, it's always good to talk to someone, even a professional therapist. I did this because it provides us support and ways you need to find this balance in life. So it's very important to live in the moment. Believe me, it takes dedication. But it's very important. It's a very important step in our life. Keeping our focus in present will reduce this stress, improves our quality of life, and prevents us from getting caught in just regrets about the past or worries about the future. So if you practice this, this will be a very important step in your life. And I touched this before, mindfulness. So when we get stuck in the past or the future, we can practice mindfulness. And this will help us to stay in the present. We can do this and start with small things, like paying attention to this smell of something on the coffee, or a feeling, that our feet are on the floor, that we are here now. Then you can work your way up to other practices, such as meditation or reading a book or something bigger, Regardless of how you approach this practice, be sure to not judge yourself too harshly. I mean, mindfulness is a journey. It's a journey, and it's not easy to master. And you find yourself, for example, in certain situations. But as long as you continue to focus on it, and become better at it, it will go, and you can master it. You can be mindful. So our minds are filled up with thoughts and worries, and as soon as they arise, we stop doing something, and this is normal. And the goal is of mindfulness, for example, isn't to make those thoughts go away, but to recognize them when they come up and then return to focus on the current moment. Let them be there, just don't fight them, but just like ignore them and focus on the present moment. If you're having trouble staying in the present, it will help you find something. You can find something that will teach you how to meditate. Someone, professional, someone who does this, and this can be someone you go for a one-on-one session, and there are mindfulness apps, but you can also try to incorporate mindfulness into activities, and do it as a family. For example, shutting off the TV during dinner can help you, and this will help everyone to eat more slowly and focus in the present. And playing games, for example, can be really enjoyable, and encourage everyone to practice this mindfulness. It's very powerful. So I hope this was insightful, was powerful for you. Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to our newsletter in LuoVita. Once a week you will receive powerful resources, steps that will help you see opportunities in life, will help you to focus on everything that's important to you. So I invite you to do this and subscribe to the channel, of course, and trust in yourself, courage, and take care.